Hey, and thanks for spending time with us today. I just wanted to share a little bit of information about the 2023 Producer's Pride Chicken Coop.
See, I did notice right off the bat there is something wrong with the paint that they used. It just looks like this one is affected, but maybe not because it's all like kind of powdery. It's coming right off.
We got it from Tractor Supply. The unboxing was very easy. It came in 2 really heavy boxes. I could not lift it myself, so it's definitely a 2 or 3 person job. I think the total of the 2 boxes together was about 500 pounds. So just be aware of that. And all of the excess like plastics and cardboard, you'll probably have to take it all to the dump because it definitely did not fit in our trash can. Overall, I think this took us about 3 days to assemble. We could have assembled it all in one day if we were really motivated, but it gets hot here in Florida, so sometimes we just need a little break. So it took about 3 days in total. I am really glad that we went the prefabricated route with this one because it was just so easy to kind of assemble. You don't really have to add anything else to it. I do show at the end where we did add a couple of extra safety latches that were not included in the box, but really everything that you need is included, even like the little notches for the roosting bars and the notches to set in the panels for the nest boxes. They were all already done, so there wasn't anything additional that we added except safety features that made us feel more comfortable. One thing I would add, since we live in Florida, is a secondary kind of window. Obviously put chicken wire on it. Sorry, not chicken wire, hardware mesh. Do not get the two confused. On that back wall there for a little bit of a cross breeze because it really does get hot. This chicken coop is under mostly shade, but it does get hot. So I think that in the future we're gonna add another kind of window area for a cross breeze to keep our birds cool. So it does come with this little plastic liner that goes in the bottom underneath the roost bars. I do think that it's handy to have that there, especially to keep the integrity of the wood that's underneath it. I don't see myself using it a lot as kind of like a means of cleaning. I decided to go with sweet PDZ at the bottom under the roost bars just to keep the ammonia smell down, and it's kind of like scooping up kitty litter. It's really easy, do it a couple times a week and you're done. So I use that method. I don't do the deep litter method here. There isn't a lip at the door, so when that door opens on the right there, it is just it's flush with the bottom. So I would not recommend the deep litter method for this coop style unless you kind of add a lip or something to there, and add a lip in front of the nest boxes as well, because that would be the only way that makes any sense. So I do like the sweet PDZ. It's been working very well. We've had this coop for about 6 months and we've had chickens in it for 6 months. So I would definitely recommend that. One thing I would like to mention here is that you see there's a cross beam on the mesh panels, and so I wasn't really sure from the pictures, and it doesn't really say anywhere whether or not those beams go inside the coop. I put them inside the coop or outside, like if we had reversed it. The door has the cross beam on the outside, so if you wanted it to kind of match with that front door, then I would put all of them, I would reverse it and not do it how we did it and put that cross beam on the outside. Overall, this coop is really safe. All of the panels are made of hardware mesh. Behind that window on the door, there's also hardware mesh. We did, like I said, mentioned earlier, add some extra safety locks and things to make sure that raccoons, because we do have raccoons around here, that the raccoons couldn't easily lift any latches or turn any latches, because I understand that they're able to do that easily. So we did add a front latch to that front door so that they can't get in. Up there at the top, there is a gap between that beam that holds up the roof and the mesh panels. So I have seen little rodents get in through there, because there is like about an inch gap or two up there, and they do get in at night and try to eat the food. So we've been taking the food out at night so that they cannot, there's nothing for them to eat in there. So yeah, we do have a little bit of a rodent situation with that, but moving the food out at night I have a security camera, so I am able to see that they are no longer visiting there. I do like that the roost bars are above the nest boxes. I've seen a lot of information about that being very important to chickens. These nest boxes are about 12 by 12, which is standard recommended size. I did put nesting pads in there, and we do now have that whole area covered in sweet PDZ, and it smells nice and it looks nice. And we did add an additional lock to this area right here. I added a latching mechanism with a carabiner, because my understanding is raccoons can easily open that latch. We have not had any infiltrations into the coop. We've had it about 6 months, so the additional latches definitely help. And we also added an additional latch back here on the nest boxes. Chicken coop door that we got from Amazon from Run Chicken. I think it was about $120, maybe $150. worth every penny, because we do not like to get up in the morning to let the chickens out of the coop. So that does have a safety feature in case there is a chicken there. It will try to close, attempt to close, and then it will open back up and then try again if there is something or someone sitting there. So we really appreciate that feature, and you can set it up to open at a certain time. I have mine set up on the light, based on light and darkness, so it'll open up at sunrise. And cute baby chickens! These are our olive eggers, Olivia and Fern, and they are the sweet babies. This is the sweet PDZ that we use, and the nesting boxes with some ceramic eggs, so they know where to lay their eggs in the future. We haven't gotten any eggs yet, but we're hopeful. This setup with the horse barn mats and the pine shavings did not work for us. It got soaked and soggy and gross in summertime here in Florida, so we just ended up switching all of that out and going with sand. Thanks for watching.